at 9 o'clock.
You're listening to WNZK, Dearborn Heights, Detroit, your ethnic superstation, 690 days, 680 nights. WNZK has available a few good hours of airtime for a few good programs to serve their communities. Radio is better than ever in targeting an audience that listens to what you say. Learn more about this exciting radio broadcasting opportunity by calling WNZK Radio at 248-557-3500.
Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold.
If you need a helping hand to stay at home, or maybe you'd like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or run errands for you, or maybe you're going to need help with bathing or personal grooming, or you need home renovations to enable you to stay in that home safely and securely. Or maybe you can't leave your home, but you need somebody to come in and do things like a doctor, a nurse, a podiatrist, a dentist, or to have your prescriptions delivered to you. Well, House Calls on Wheels is the answer to all of that. House Calls on Wheels provides both medical and non-medical services in your home. And all the medical services are covered by insurance. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour. So if you or someone you know needs a helping hand at home, call House Calls on Wheels for a free in-home consultation. And that toll-free number is 1-888-489-8980. All right? That's 1-888-489-8980.
Tune in every Wednesday at 11 a.m. for the Bright Side of Aging and the Entrepreneurs Network radio show featuring Ike Engelbaum. Ike does an array of interviews with people that make the aging process go smoothly. And for the Entrepreneurs Network segment, Ike interviews up-and-coming entrepreneurs. If you're looking to start your own business, Ike has some great advice to offer you to get your dreams of starting a home-based business a reality. If you'd like to talk to Ike Engelbaum for more information, call 313-929-6105. That's 313-929-6105. So tune in every Wednesday at 11 a.m. to hear Ike Engelbaum on the Bright Side of Aging and the Entrepreneur Network radio show.
And welcome. I hope that your day with such a sunny start will remain sunny, not only for the day, but hopefully for the year and most of your life. Wonderful thing about our state of Michigan is that we can have a weather pattern all 4 seasons in one day. So enjoy the moment, and it's just gorgeous when you can see the greenery that we have around us, and it sort of gets us off some of the news that, quite frankly, you'd rather not hear, but you have to deal with life as it comes along. And the mission of our Bright Side of Aging is to enjoy the moment as much as is possible. And as our sponsors gave the message out in regards to your future, obviously health is vital. Taking care of yourself and getting out there and walking and eating as best as you can, and there's all kinds of programs out there. But they say to keep life simple. If you want to actually outwit some of the bad genes you may have gotten, is to look at life in a positive way. And I realize you can't pretend that there's never any setbacks or what have you, but I'm a proud member of both the Rotary Club and the Optimist Club. And if you don't belong to a service organization like the Rotary Club or the Optimist Club or Kiwanis Club, Masons, there's so many great ones, and each has their own particular targets. But join up with a group of people that think in a positive way, because we unfortunately have so much negativity that you can spend many times just brooding over what could be and is not. But instead, look at life in a way that there is something good in almost every situation. Not all, but if you can have most of it, that's great. I also like to promote being self-sufficient. Aside from health, what's the next wish you have when you make a toast? Wealth? I like to add wisdom, because as they say, aging is inevitable, wisdom is optional. And I try to bring out the best I can in terms of giving you some tips on how to deal with life and also the financial area. If you are interested in earning some extra income right out of your home, please join us for our free breakfast, a snack, I call it, healthy snacks and coffee. It's free. We meet at the Level 1 Bank every Thursday morning from 9:15 to 10:30. You get a chance to share some of your background and what your future that you'd like to develop. And we're a supportive group and self-improvement group as well. A little later on, we're going to have Richard Welsh, who's one of our members of the Entrepreneurs Group, and he's got quite an interesting story to tell. He operates a home-based business and also has other recommendations of how you can earn extra income. So if you're interested, by all means, call our toll-free number, 888-489-8980. 888-489-8980. The advantage of the toll-free number is it doesn't cost you anything. And you can be in direct touch with me by just pressing 1. And I would love to meet with you, talk to you, and help you in enjoying a bright side of aging. And one of the things that you have to face in the real world, so to speak, is you end up having to change career paths. I'm so honored and pleased to have as part of my life a Dr. Andre Lee, who used to be the administrator for Highland Park General Hospital. And when the hospital closed up, rather than figuring out that, hey, this is a total setback in my life, what do I do now? He used his talents and has started various ventures, including having courses at Baker College. He's a professor type, and he's very influential in the black community, and actually has a foundation, Leeway Foundation. So he sort of leads the way in a positive way to make your way easier. Is that a fairly decent description of what your life is about these days, Dr. Andre Lee?
Yes, sir. That's very accurate. Very, very accurate. And like Bob Allison said, I'm also going green since I'm a Michigan State grad too.
Oh boy! All right. Well, listen. Then that really gives you a good grounding right here, and it was a delight to have you in our town. But you have moved on. Dr. Lee has moved on to Tennessee, right?
Right next door. Right next door. The world is smaller today. Everything is right close by.
Right.
And so much so that as I'm talking to you about how people can save money on their health care,
Mm-hmm.
I've had so many people ask me about it that I'm going to start doing a webinar next month.
Ah.
And it's free,
Mm-hmm.
but it's I want to help people. And that's part of what my foundation does. And we're going to cover a lot of topics on ways that people can actually save some money on their health care. Won't be free in terms of them saving money, but at least help take some of the sting out of it.
Right. Well, the truth of it is that they say that to be successful and financially is, especially if you're in business, is either to increase your sales or reduce your expenses. And if you can save money on things that you absolutely have to have, and obviously you have to stay healthy in order to do anything. So by all means, like I was alluding to earlier, there are many things that you can do for yourself in terms of dieting and exercise. They say portion size and exercise, but then it comes in the real world that there are practical things you can do. So to your credit, because of your experience, you've been able to give some practical tips, and you're planning on actually doing a webinar. Can you give us a little bit of an overview of what you plan on discussing?
Well, obviously medical drugs are at the top of the list. But also, I want to talk about medical equipment that you can acquire at a discount. I want to talk about how you can save money if you're about to be hospitalized or going to a nursing home. We can talk about options there, how to use some of the services of a hospice, if that is the case, and save a lot of money. And just in general, a little bit of change in lifestyle that will also save you a lot of money. So it's a lot. This is a big area, and I want to cover at least 50 or 60 different topic areas that, in dental care, to mental health, to all of that, and offer some tips. And particularly when you get those bills that nobody understands, okay? And I've been in the field 50 years, and I still don't understand half the bills I get. So, it's daunting, and you can't get people and my fellow professionals to understand and simplify this thing. Maybe they can. I don't know.
Right. Well, fortunately, because as a pharmacist, I've been in the field. If there's anyone out there that would like some assistance to getting understandable information, by all means, they're welcome to call our toll-free number. That's a good part of my day job. I always give out the toll-free number, 888-489-8980, and you're 100% right. I can tell you from prescription drugs, there are ways that you can save up to 50% if you join up with a club-type program, and we're going to be discussing that before the half hour is over with Richard Welsh, who is involved with the Miraplan. In fact, I'm involved with it myself. But we heard the cut saving that you can have in using generic drugs instead of a brand name. And it's
right.
It's a matter of just asking many times the pharmacist or the doctor, is there an equivalent medication that I can take? Because many times doctors prescribe prescription drugs that they feel are appropriate, but they really haven't had any reason to check how much it costs. So doctors understand that, hey, if you can't afford it, here's an equivalent medication, or ask the pharmacist. And that's a simple type way of doing it. And you not only get involved with the health part of it, but from also the emotional part. You wrote a book, actually it's more of a size of a large booklet, on accolades. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. The Accolades is another book that's devoted to people who have loved ones that are in transition. And the idea behind it is to do a lot of things to celebrate the life of that loved one before they leave here. Mm-hmm. And there are so many things that we can do to cement that legacy for years to come, for generations to come. And it's very simple things. And so that's why I wrote the book, for people to think about it. And do it before they leave, not after they leave. That's the thing. I sometimes think our funeral traditions are off just a tiny bit.
Right. Well, what I like about it is not complicated at all. You prompt people to ask specific things of the people that are close in their lives while they're alive, get the information, and then you sort of have a biography for the rest of the family and for generations to come, and it can be used in a church or organization as a fundraiser, and it's under $10, and you're not only helping the respective organization financially, but also emotionally, and getting to know one another. How many times you find out about the common relationships that you had of someone that may have just passed away, and you meet a friend of yours that you didn't know that the person that passed away was in each other's lives. Why not? Right. So you do good work, and you can raise money for your organization as well as for yourself. Just call us, and we'll be glad to put you in touch with Dr. Andre Lee, or I'll be glad to intervene in any way I can. Just remember that magic number, 888-489-8980. And right now, Dr. Lee will have to bid goodbye for today, but there is always next week, hopefully, for you and I to talk. Is that doable, possibly?
Yes, the grass is always greener. That's right.
All right, so let's think green. Let's think green, since you went to MSU. Very good. All right, have a great day, and we'll talk again next week. Right now, we'll take a brief break. Don't you dare go away.
If you need a helping hand to stay at home, or maybe you'd like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or run errands for you, or maybe you're going to need help with bathing or personal grooming, or you need home renovations to enable you to stay in that home safely and securely. Or maybe you can't leave your home, but you need somebody to come in and do things like a doctor, a nurse, a podiatrist, a dentist, or to have your prescriptions delivered to you. Well, House Calls on Wheels is the answer to all of that. House Calls on Wheels provides both medical and non-medical services in your home. And all the medical services are covered by insurance. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour. So if you or someone you know needs a helping hand at home, call House Calls on Wheels for a free in-home consultation. And that toll-free number is 1-888-489-8980. All right? That's 1-888-489-8980.
And welcome back. If you just joined us, please join us tomorrow, Thursday, every Thursday morning from 9:15 to 10:30. We meet at Level 1 Bank, 37100 Woodward and Bloomfield Hills. It's free to attend. We have free healthy snacks as well as free coffee. And you get a chance to introduce yourself as to what you do, and if you're considering getting involved in the healthcare field, we can assist you there. If you want to reach out to your community as to how you can get involved and getting to know people, it's called Entrepreneurs Network for a very good reason, because we network not only from the business aspect, but also life's aspects. And we have some very interesting people, and if you're not that strongly business orientated, but you want to get to know people who have a positive attitude to life, by all means, join us. It's free. We purposely have the meetings from 9:15 to 10:30 so that you still can get a chance to sleep in a little bit and have the rest of the day to do whatever needs to be done in your life. One of our members, Richard Welsh, has actually done just that. Richard is not only involved in helping people in their life, but also is involved with a way to save you money in healthcare. So, Mr. Richard Welsh, welcome. And as you know, we always have a ritual of having our members do their 60-second elevator pitch, as it's called. So how about, Richard Welsh, give us your 60-second elevator pitch.
Well, thank you, Ike. I've done many things in my life, and the satisfying ones that I'm doing right now are providing people with a way to save money in your health insurance plan by using the supplement, which is a discounted benefits plan for dental, vision, prescriptions, and chiropractic services. And this gives you the opportunity to work this plan in with any insurance plan you have, or if you don't have an insurance plan, it still gives you an excellent basis. It also travels with you. When you go down to Florida or out west, somewhere in the United States, you can always call up the 800 number and find the nearest doctor for you, and you'll get that discounted benefit available to you. It's called Ameriplan USA. It's been in business for 26 years, and they sell the same plan in all of the states of the United States. So it's readily available. And this helps people know that they will be covered. Their current insurance plan may not cover you well in another state. But here you have the opportunity to have a benefit that you can take advantage of and get a reduced cost on the service.
Right. Well, I think it's so good that I'm involved with it myself, even though I've got Blue Cross as well as Medicare. And all due respect to both programs, which they're insurance programs, so they've got little quirks and turns where they don't pay for certain things. And because I'm involved with the Ameriplan program, I've got a pretty good understanding of the merits of this. This is not insurance. It's a membership club. It's the same thing like when you hear these big corporations have got these programs for their employees. That is, is in a bit of a turmoil anyway. Because it's not insurance, your medical condition has no bearing on it. And the concept is so simple, I wish I had the ingenuity to have started it myself. And I mean, you've been at our entrepreneur group meetings, and we've had people in our group that have saved hundreds of dollars in medical costs that they would not be able to do if they didn't get involved with Ameriplan. And they've got two programs. One is a basic one for $24.95 a month, whereby, like you just described, it has the program of dental, vision, prescription, and chiropractic. So, as you brought out, Richard, if you can save up to 50% on prescription drugs, even though you have insurance, the insurance company will not cover it. Now, if you go to the next step, they've got another program for an additional roughly $10 where it covers actually hospital and health advocacy. And I can't stress the value of having a professional that if you get a bill from the hospital that seems out of line, you've got a professional going to bat for you. And again, it's not insurance, it's a membership deal, and you can drop out anytime that you want to. And what I like about it is the fact that you can actually earn some extra income. Is that correct, Richard?
Yes, you can. You can sell this plan and have a monthly income coming from it.
Mm-hmm. You give money back. Obviously, if you can save up to 50% from that for yourself, if you recommend it to someone else, you get a percentage of the fee that they pay that is your income that can be used to donate to worthwhile causes, or it also has the benefit that for an organization, especially churches, who are looking to keep their congregation as healthy and wealthy as possible, health-wise, obviously, if you can save money on your health care costs, is a direct saving to you, but the church can earn a residual income for the members that join up.
Yeah. The residual income is every month for as long as that person owns that dental plan.
Right. Well, again, this is not insurance, so you don't have all the restrictions. It's a membership program, and the concept is so simple that you don't have to be in the healthcare field to appreciate it. Many doctors are willing to give a substantial discount to their patients if they can avoid all that paperwork insurance companies have. So the doctor passes on a discount to you. Mm-hmm. You benefit that you have to spend less, and the doctor is happier because he didn't have to go through an expense to have an extra office person filling out the billing.
Let's show him an example on the dental. For instance, you need to have your tooth filled. Normally, it's $182. Your fee is $45 for being a member of
the
Ameriplan.
Wow, that more than pays for just 1 month of a fee. Plus, it adds up the more services you need.
And it's available to every member of your family, whether they're just born or whether they're 100 years old or better, because it covers all ages and there's no health problems to say, sorry, we can't cover you.
Right, well, and you have professionals to help you if things go off track. There's more to talk about Mr. Richard Welsh, but we can't do it for this segment. We'll have to talk again on our next visit. Right now, I only have enough time for my favorite parting thought, which is yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with the bright side of aging. Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is Ike Engelbaum, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other in achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, entrepreneursnetworkofmichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me.
If you need a helping hand to stay at home, or maybe you'd like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or run errands for you, or maybe you're going to need help with bathing or personal grooming, or you need home renovations to enable you to stay in that home safely and securely. Or maybe you can't leave your home, but you need somebody to come in and do things like a doctor, a nurse, a podiatrist, a dentist, or to have your prescriptions delivered to you. Well, House Calls on Wheels is the answer to all of that. House Calls on Wheels provides both medical and non-medical services in your home. And all the medical services are covered by insurance. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour. So if you or someone you know needs a helping hand at home, call House Calls on Wheels for a free in-home consultation. And that toll-free number is 1-888-489-8980. All right? That's 1-888-489-8980.
And welcome. And just a friendly reminder, every Thursday morning from 9:15 to 10:30, if you are an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, why not join up with other people that feel that way? Our Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan has been around now for over 30 years. Wow. And I recall our first meeting 30 years ago, believe it or not. And there was my neighbor and myself. We now are fortunate enough to have made over 20,000 contacts of people that are business orientated. Some have actually been with me for the whole period of time. But unfortunately, as life goes on, people move out of state. They find, even in state, that it's too far for them to come to the meetings. But if you're anywhere in Oakland County, Wayne or Macomb, or Washington, as long as you're willing to come to Big Beaver and Woodward, because that's where we meet, Level 1 Bank, 37100 Woodward, southeast corner of Big Beaver and Woodward. And we couldn't ask for a more inviting way to get you there than by offering you free coffee, free healthy snacks. We have a speaker that comes in to share with us sales strategies and marketing strategies. In fact, we draw from our own membership. If you want to practice your communication skills, you'll have an opportunity to share your thoughts in a group-type setting. And as you know, to be an entrepreneur, it's vital that people understand what you're doing. And I know some people that dread ever getting up in front of an audience. And in fact, there's a joke about it that they say that some people are so afraid of speaking that when they're asked to give a eulogy, they are so afraid of it that they say that the person in the coffin is actually that's the person they want to be. They'd rather be inside the coffin than outside the coffin. I don't wish that on anybody. Speaking, communicating is a matter of, like everything else, to be successful in life is practice. But you have to have the right practice, and we help you in that. You get a chance to meet and greet. If you got a business idea that you need financial support, we can help you in that area as well. So by all means, join us. You couldn't beat the price. It's free. I know one of the issues that comes up many times is that a lot of people, quite frankly, that want to start a business don't know which business they should go into. So we do mentoring as well and helping you in deciding what is best for you, at least from what you tell us is best for you. We do like an assessment. So this is not just the meet and greet type meeting group. We encourage you to actually have an ongoing self-improvement program. We have seminars that we conduct collectively. We put you in touch with other people that are experts. Not only do we meet on Thursdays from 9:15 to 10:30, but we also participate and facilitate the equivalent of Shark Tank that I'm sure most of you have seen on TV, where Shark Tank is a place where if you have an idea and you want to get financial support or marketing support, you present it, and from that group, generally we've had people come with an idea that they were discouraged from proceeding by their friends and relatives, and they give up. As Winston Churchill is noted saying, never give up. If you've got an idea and it doesn't seem to take traction, either one or two things happens. Number one, the people that you're talking to don't understand what you're doing. And number two is that you haven't actually evaluated your talents. To be successful in starting a business, there is one magic word that is vital. Number one is the passion. They say to be successful, you should be able to have that desire to be in that business with understanding that there's going to be obstacles, but the passion that you have is something that gives you, as they call it, FIB. FIB stands for fire in the belly. I've had people that have come up with simple ideas that others sort of poo-poo at, but they had the passion for it and they have the talent. Obviously, it's vital that if you have an idea, that you get objective opinions. We can put you in touch with the Small Business Administration. Are you aware that there are grants available if you got the right idea? All you got to do is make sure that you know exactly what direction you want to go to. So number one is that you have to describe in clear, street-smart English what it is that you want to get done. Now, there's all kinds of strategies like having a business plan and a marketing plan. We can help you in doing that. But I'm going to say something that may sound counterproductive. You don't necessarily have to have a fancy-dancy business plan, but you should have sort of a checklist or punch list of what you want to get done. And then make darn sure that this is something that you would do even if you weren't paid for it. They say if you can find something that really gets you excited, that you are prepared not even to make money at it, but that you can do it, then that's a direction that you should strongly consider. But if with the right people around you, and I regard us the right people, we can help you monetize it, as it says. So if you can find something that you would do for nothing and make money at it, and something you love, you'll never work a day of your life. And I've had people that no matter what obstacle they've had, but they felt there was a market for it. And this is where the Small Business Administration coaches that we have in our membership can help you. We have financial people that can help you in getting money. We have legal help. And this is all for a nominal membership type fee program. In fact, we encourage you to come to a couple of our meetings, no charge, check us out. There's no strings attached. We don't twist your arm because that way you wouldn't be able to have your snacks or the coffee. So we leave you untwisted, so to speak. If you do decide to become a member, we're the only organization, to the best of my knowledge, that if you do become a member, and it's only $1 a day, so if you can't afford the full $365 for the year, we break it down in 3-month increments for just $110 or possibly 6 months at $195. If you can't afford $1 a day to have support on an ongoing basis and ideas of how you can improve your idea, and we have people that can help you in doing your presentation, you have a all-in-one and the support of a membership group. Of all the strategies that you have, you must find some sort of a partnership arrangement to pick up on stuff that you don't know. I have a series of what I like to call Ikeisms, and one of them is that the next worst thing to not knowing is not knowing that you don't know. We try to identify what you are not aware of that you should know. And the point is that if you are comparing your success possibility because you have a friend or a relative who doesn't seem that bright and is very successful at a business, and you're looking to duplicate what they are doing, and you don't have the passion to do it, one word: don't. Don't you ever go into a business because some friend of yours who you don't feel is that smart is successful at it. What you don't see is the talent they may have, and there's no way that anybody can be successful if they don't have the talent. Rule number 1 to be successful in a business is there a market? How big is the market? Don't go into something because, hey, I've got 10 friends of mine that I know would go for it. Those are friends of yours, okay? What about the non-friends? How do you get to them? And I tell you, and I don't want to make it sound peaches and cream, no matter what venture you go into, you are going to have the issue of a setback. And if a stumbling block gets in your way, by all means, use one of my other Ikeisms, which is people look at a stumbling block or a stone in one of two ways, either as a stumbling block or as a stepping stone. We can help you, assuming you have the passion and the talent, to make it into a stepstone. You have to be a self-starter. If you want to be successful on your own, that it's automatic, it's going to happen, and I cannot stress the value of your being self-sufficient to getting most of the work done. Identify what you can't do, and if you have that passion to get to a certain goal, if you can't do what has to be done, find somebody that you trust and can be supportive and shares in your vision, and become as they call it, either a joint venture partner or a partner. I can speak from my personal career. I'm a pharmacist. We had 10 drugstores. I always enjoyed marketing, reaching out to doctors to encourage them to recommend our pharmacy for the prescriptions. I always kept my eye open as to new products that came out on the market that we could have in our store. But when it came to the nitty-gritty of the financial part, that bored me to tears. And I frankly was very fortunate that my cousin, who's also a pharmacist, loves the inside of the pharmacy's business. He loves to do the financial stuff. We made a great partnership, and it was only because he didn't like what I did, and I wasn't particularly enthralled with what he did in terms of what had to be done. You know, they say to be successful, winners do what they have to do. Losers do what they want to do. I would like to help you in the direction you want to go and identify what you have to do to be successful. I have a lot more that I want to share with you, but we can't do it for this segment. Right after our break, I would like to have you meet one of our Entrepreneur Network of Michigan members who has several different business ventures of things that he's been successful at and he likes to do. So don't you go away. We'll be talking with Mr. Richard Welsh. We'll be right back.
If you need a helping hand to stay at home, or maybe you'd like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or run errands for you, or maybe you're going to need help with bathing or personal grooming, or you need home renovations to enable you to stay in that home safely and securely. Or maybe you can't leave your home, but you need somebody to come in and do things like a doctor, a nurse, a podiatrist, a dentist, or to have your prescriptions delivered to you. Well, House Calls on Wheels is the answer to all of that. House Calls on Wheels provides both medical and non-medical services in your home. And all the medical services are covered by insurance. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour. So if you or someone you know needs a helping hand at home, call House Calls on Wheels for a free in-home consultation. And that toll-free number is 1-888-489-8980. All right? That's 1-888-489-8980.
And welcome, and just a reminder, Thursday morning, tomorrow morning, if you are considering going into a home-based business or not sure what options you have, join us for the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan breakfast get-together. We have free coffee, free healthy snacks, and a lot of information that you will find that you can put into action almost that very day. So if you are serious about wanting to be in business, we're your group. We're the only group that if you join up with us and you're not satisfied, the nominal membership fee that we charge, you will give you right back if you attend 80% of our meetings. As an added incentive, if you show up, we not only we're going to have a speaker talking about sales and marketing strategies, but we have a door prize drawing of you actually get on the air with me on this show, 10-minute interview, and we put our program on YouTube, so that way you could be ingrained forever on the web, on the internet. And the door prize drawing is free as well. So if you're not interested or you have a friend that you want to ingratiate yourself with, by all means bring them. We have a referral rewards program that if you join up with us and you encourage someone else to become a member, you make a referral fee so you can earn money helping other people. And I can't think of a more wonderful way of living life to know that you're doing well when helping other people become self-sufficient, and at the same time you are helping yourself be more financially independent. No matter how you want to flower it, nothing happens without money of any value. You know, they say in life there is nothing free. The only difference is who pays for it. And there's nothing that gives you a satisfaction point where you're not dependent on anyone else. Unfortunately, there are people out there that are in need. But if you are in a situation where you're successful, you can help other people be successful. One of our successful entrepreneurs is in studio with me. Richard Welsh is a business consultant. He's involved in several different ventures, and he is generally the meet and greet artist at the Level 1 bank that we meet at, 37100 Woodward, southeast corner of Big Beaver and Woodward. So if you want to meet and greet Richard Welsh, Thursday mornings, come on down. Is that right, Richard Welsh?
That is correct. And if you want, I'll sing hello to you.
Yeah, right. And he's got a beautiful voice, and he doesn't even charge for the singing. Is that right, Richard?
That's right. The singing is free.
The singing is free. So is the coffee, so are the donuts, and we enjoy the chemistry and enthusiasm that's generated. I can't tell you how many times people have come up after the meeting, give me a hug and say, Ike, I'm so glad I came. I was sort of down when I showed up, and now I really feel terrific. Thanks to the group that attended. So Richard Welch, as you know, to stay on track, we always have the 60-second elevator pitch where every person gets a chance to introduce themselves. So pretend it's the 60-second elevator pitch. You are on, Mr. Welch. Go for it.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a great day today. One of the things I've done for many, many years is provided life and health insurance plans to individuals and businesses alike. And over the years, there's been a lot of changes in the health insurance field, and this is one of the reasons why we looked into Ameriplan USA, so that we could provide a non-insurance product to help supplement insurance problems. There are difficulties with insurance companies with pre-existing conditions still, and there's coverages that they don't want to do, but it does give us an opportunity to offer a discounted benefit. The life insurance end of it should be a portion of every person's pocketbook. Yes, you are investing in many different things like 401k plans and other marketplace devices for earning hopefully there will be money at your retirement. but the life insurance should be the basis of the foundation of your investment portfolio. And then you will be able to provide a guarantee to your surviving spouse and children rather than a lot of bills at the time of your death. So life insurance can do a lot of things for a lot of people, and I wholeheartedly recommend it.
Right. Well, you have expressed it quite clearly at our meetings, and that is that a lot of people just assume life insurance is static, way that you keep paying, and obviously the family then is not left penniless if you pass away. But if you want to start a business, you could actually, and this again, you want to check with your financial planner, you can use your life insurance policy as a source of money that you owe yourself, so you don't end up having to go to an outside source. And at the same time, you still can maintain a good portion of the insurance, depending on how much of a loan you take in advance. Is that correct?
This is correct. When you work with your index universal life plans and your whole life policies that provide a dividend benefit to you, you can build a value as you're paying your premiums. So when you need to borrow money in the future, you can borrow from your life insurance policy, and if you pay yourself back after that, it's a zero-cost loan.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to satisfy any credit checks, and they don't ask you what you want the money for.
Right. Well, you're the loan officer.
Yeah, you're your own loan officer.
Right.
You're the one that makes all the decisions with the
Right.
values in that life insurance policy.
Right.
And it can be very beneficial.
Yeah. Well, I want to take a couple of minutes and talk about the Ameriplan program, which is not insurance, but it's the next best thing to it. It's a membership type club, and I'm part of that club because no matter how good an insurance policy you take out, there are certain holes that you end up having to fall into. And Ameriplan is a club membership where you pay anywhere either $24.95 a month or $39.95 a month, and you can save up to 50% on basic necessary costs that your insurance company may not cover.
That is true.
And the beautiful...
You have a deductible to pay,
Mhm.
and there's no deductibles in this plan.
Mhm.
When it says what the cost is to you, that's what you pay.
Right, and because it's not insurance, your medical condition is not a factor, because a lot of insurance
right.
companies will not take you on if you're unfortunate enough to have some sort of a serious condition. They figure, hey, we don't want to take a chance on you. Ameriplan does not discriminate.
No.
You pay the $24.95 per month, and you automatically have thousands of healthcare providers willing to discount their fee up to 50%. We're talking vision, chiropractic, prescription drugs. And it's not uncommon that if you have a prescription that you ask the pharmacist, hey, am I better off using my Ameriplan than with my insurance company? And you'd be pleasantly surprised how many times you are able to save because you're in the Ameriplan program. Right. There's a lot more to talk about, but we can't talk about it today because we ain't got the time. But I do have enough time for my parting thought, which is if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.
WNZK has available a few good hours of airtime for a few good programs to serve their communities. Radio is better than ever in targeting an audience that listens to what you say. Learn more about this exciting radio broadcasting opportunity by calling